Okay, so in this video, I'm gonna show you examples on how to convert metric units to US customary units. So let's start with this one. This about length. We have a 250 centimeters to be converted into feet. So we need to know that 1 foot is equivalent to 30.48 inches. So which means we will just divide the two. Okay, so this is how we set it up. We have the 250 centimeters, which is the given. For every 1 foot, there's 30.48 centimeters. So that means we will divide 250 and 30.48. That's gonna give us 8.20 feet. Now, if it's the other way around, meaning if the given is 4 feet, and then we will convert that to centimeter, it's basically the same equivalent that we will use. We will just multiply the two. So 4 times 30.48, and that's going to give us 121.92 centimeters. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Number 3, convert 6. This is feet, by the way. So this is feet. And then the next one that you see is the inches. Okay, so 6 feet. This is inches. Okay, so remember this equivalent. 1 meter is equivalent to 39.37 inches, and of course we know this, that 1 foot is 12 inches. So the first thing that I'm going to do here is convert everything into inches. We already have the 4, which is in inches. This is 6 feet. How are we going to convert that into inches? Since 1 foot is 12 inches, we just multiply that 6 by 12. That's going to give us this, 72. Since we still have that 4 inches, let's just add the 2, and that's going to give us 76 inches. And then after this, the next thing that we will do is we will use these equivalent to find the equivalent measurement of that in meters. So that means this 76 inches times, for every 1 meter there are 39.37 inches. Cancel that out, meaning we'll just divide it to. So 76 divided by 39.37, and that's approximately 1.93 meters. Now, what if it's the other way around? So let's say we have a 2.3 meters, and then we want to convert that into feet and inches. So to do that, let's start by converting that 2.3 into inches. So 2.3 meters times 39.37 inches, and that's going to give us this. Okay, and then I'm going to convert that into feet, or we need to know how many feet are there in 90.51 inches. So to do that, let's just divide the two, and that's going to give us 7 feet. Okay, so it's not exact, by the way, so there's an excess. We need to know the excess or the remainder. So in order for us to identify or determine the remainder, we will do this, 90.551 minus 12 times 7. So the 12 is because there are 12 inches in 1 foot. 7 because that's what we have here, meaning there are 12 feet that we can feet to 90.551 inches. So now there's an excess of 6.551 inches. So meaning the answer is 7 feet and 6.55 inches, or 7 feet 7 inches. Okay, so this time let's convert the this kilogram into pounds. So 1 kilogram is 2.20 pounds. So 48 kilograms times 2.205 pounds. This is just multiplication. That's just going to give us 105.84 pounds. Now, what if it's the other way around, meaning the given is pounds, and then we are looking for the equivalent kilograms? So we will just divide the two. Okay, so that's this 150 divided by 2.205. The answer will be 68.03 kilograms. Okay, let's go to the next one. We have 200 grams to ounces. This is the equivalent we need to remember. And since it's grams to ounces and 1 gram is equivalent to 0.035, we will just multiply the two. Okay, so 200 grams times 0.035, and that's going to give us 7 ounces. Now, what if it's the other way around? We have the ounces, and then we will convert that into grams. Well, we just need to divide the two. So that's this, that's that, divide them. So it's 9.5 divided by 0.035 grams. The answer will be 271.43 grams. Okay. So the key thing here is you need to remember the equivalents. Okay. All right. So we have 3 gallons here. Okay. So this time we will convert. This is capacity or volume. 3 gallons. That's a US customary unit. Liters is a metric. So we need to remember this. 1 gallon is 3.785 liters. So all we need to do is to multiply the two. So that's 3 times 3.785, which is equivalent to 11.355 liters. That's the equivalent of 3 gallons. Now, what if it's the other way around, meaning the given in is liters, and then we want to know the equivalent of that in gallons? So this time we will divide them. Okay, so 10 liters times 1 gallon over 3.785 liters. So divide the two. That's going to give us 2.64 gallons. Okay, so what about this time? We have area. So hectares to acres. Hectares is unit for metric. Acres is US customary. Now 1 hectare is approximately 2.471 acres. Since we're converting acres or hectares to acres, we just need to multiply the two. So 4 hectares times 2.471, and that's going to give us 9.88 acres. Now, what if it's the other way around? So here we multiplied. If it's the other way around, we will divide. So if there are 20 acres, how many hectares are there? Just like what I said, we will just divide the two. So 20 divided by 2.471 is approximately 8.09 hectares.